Grüezi and welcome back to Endless Space 2, where today we start a new episode, a new series, and given some thought, I thought why not go with the Umbral Choir. It has been suggested to me in the comments of one of the videos, and I think they're really interesting, and given the fact that we had to deal with them twice now already, and both of the times they were kind of terrifying slash at least influential to our gameplay, it's only fair that we give them the honor to play with them. Alright, so their specialty is in the shadows. They start in a hidden system that we've already seen. It's a special node, and we can't colonize in a normal fashion. We use the sanctuaries on planets that we can plant there through hacking, where we can also then grow pups from, or two. And we can abduct sleepers from enemy planets in order to make them a better population type on our home system. And yeah, we are immune to influence conversion, but that's not so important. We are terrible at manpower production, so we don't really want to be fighting a lot unless we kind of fix how that works. Then we get some manpower from idle bandwidth, which we should never have. More hacking operations, which is very important. Better at trading. Actually, no. Wait, worse at trading. Way worse at trading. We also have a terrible overcolonization penalty. So that's really bad, but we should not really run into that anyway. We get more hacking speed. All our ships except Obliterators and Juggernauts are automatically cloaked or cloakable. We get more bandwidth per sleeper, and we start with both mine types, have very expensive system development costs, and some starting tax. So really a lot of traits here. Our home system is the Nexus, and we start in a democracy as pacifists. Given that we already played with pacifists very recently with the He Show, oh my god, we already know how that works. Alright, so we also have a couple of very cool looking ships here, all named after some kind of song or music type. Don't blame me on that, I'm terrible with these things, alright? And I guess dark blue is a fine color for the Umbral Choir. That or purple. And as for the rest, we leave it on the same settings we had before. The galaxy shape is random, so let's see what the gods of Endless Space have in store for us today. I really like this artwork, it's just so amazing. The ships here appearing out of nothing, attacking the planet, or possibly attacking the planet, we don't quite know here. But yeah. I think I will be using the Umbral Choir slightly aggressively, but we'll see how it develops. I had so big plans for the Hishas as well, and, well, you see how it ended.
For as long as we could remember, the cosmos was quiet, peaceful, until one shattering day we heard the death cry of a galaxy. It was then we understood our purpose, to heal and bring peace to whatever life had risen from the aftermath.
What is that? Command, this is Pioneer 9. I'm picking up something weird. Over.
Pioneer 9, this is Command. Nothing registering on our end. Can you confirm? Over.
Command, there's definitely something out there. It looks alive. It's getting closer. It's coming in!
Say again, Pioneer 9? Pioneer 9, say again. Radio check, Pioneer 9.
Disregard last update. Over.
Pioneer 9, this is Command. Please confirm you are not in danger. Over.
Command, this is Pioneer 9. Everything is in order. Out.
So this is obviously a hint at the hacking mechanics of the Umbral Choir here. This is honestly the probably second least favorite intro of all, only beaten by the Knuckleim. Yeah, I don't care. This guy reads so slow, you fall asleep basically. Transvine is the one for our population type. Boosting this is not that big of a bonus, so we might see whether we even do that. And our collection bonus, this one is very important. More hacking speed, this is going to be very important. And more influence is going to be alright, but not that important. Alright, we start with being content. So we have 2 populations. Losing a little bit of science would not hurt, so doing that will just still be fine. Our hero is a counselor, so it immediately goes on the system. Most people put it out on exploration duty for a little bit. I don't do that because I think the starting bonuses can be quite significant. In fact, 10 influence at this stage can be really important in order to get minor factions. And speaking of which, we should probably invest in the technology to speak with them. Also, our home system here has these crescents. They all have cold and sterile, so growing here is gonna be a challenge. Also, there's immediately this kind of terraforming available, which just allows us to build more of these rings. Basically, it's described as kind of a ring world, although I've seen other ring world types in science fiction that look way better than this example here. And yeah, this would add another ring. So more population slots and so on. And yeah, pretty basic system. We put this one down, of course, first. And then we have probably the farms that go next for some more growth. Growth with Umbral Choir is very important, and I'm gonna go into more detail as to why that is. But for now, let's see the first technology to pick up. We could go for that, but then again, this is just 10. So for now, doesn't really make that much of an influence yet. We can always colonize them, but it's also gonna take a while. In fact, 160 production. I think this one is gonna be 220 or something. 280 even. So we could potentially get some more just so we have them. But I definitely want to be able to talk with the minor factions as soon as possible, so I'm gonna go for off-world agribusiness first. And then those guys, you can just start moving around, but maybe let's look at the design first. I think they're already set up as I want them anyway, but let's check anyway. So 2 movement modules, 2 probe modules, this is how it should be. 10 movement, really fast, but that's how they need to be. We need to find as much as possible as quickly as possible. We are in a... how many arms? 1, 2... No, there's only 2 arms, that's funny. Galaxy type. So there's unlikely anything over here. That said, I will just put 1 probe in this middle here, send 1 ship down there and the other over here. As you can see as well, our ships are cloaked. Being white here means it's cloaked, and I can always uncloak them. But why would I do that? We have some curiosities here, actually a whole bunch. One should kind of hold back with curiosities a bit, because exploration is a little bit more important than curiosity scanning. But I think we have 2, we will find this one soon, and this one can continue for a bit, so that's fine. Alright, some industry. That's this one, I guess, yeah. And we found some transvine, which is great. We can immediately boost our population. In fact, let's do that. That was wrong. Giving us a little bit more science. It's really not notable at all anymore. Ancient ruins we found, and we don't know what it does because it doesn't show us on the screen because it's broken. That was here, right? Ancient ruins. Yeah, kind of science and dust probably. A little. Yeah, we can't really tell. Nice if it for once would not bug out. Alright, I think that's turn 1 done, almost. We need to get this going. So I can now just hack empty systems that have colonizable planets here. Let me just show you here. We have a Terran and an ocean, which we can immediately colonize. And we can grow populations there eventually. And the second one we're gonna put over here. Actually, is there another arm? I didn't even see that before. So you can also hack these other special systems. Not only will this give you the effect, so plus 50 industry, which is great in the beginning, but also it allows you to use an action. I don't even know where this is. I think it will show up once we have the system there. So I can show that later. But for now, I should also definitely encrypt the system here, so just so we are defended. This is our only real system, so we need to take care of it. We need to be really, really careful about it. This also means that we should invest in cloaking as soon as we can. Actually, you know what? I'll send one probe up here, just so we know what's going on there. And you can spend a turn here to scan. Just some luxuries, nothing special. We found blue cap mold. And some more transvine, which is nice. I actually don't remember how they are happiness-wise. We just get a malus for going over the cap. But, I mean, if we can just push it with more happiness, it's gonna be more or less alright. Alright, let's continue here. Our hacks will arrive, the one in Leshath, in one turn, so we can see our first sanctuary. Our hacking operation creates sanctuary, and we will do that on the huge ocean, because it also has these strategic resources. Oh, I like this. This gives me amoeba vibes so much. I haven't actually colonized a water planet, ocean planet in a very long time. I haven't seen that in a long time. So one more turn here for you, and then we move on, and we found some Hyperium. Nice. More is better. So I don't think this probe will reach the next node, but we'll see how it goes. So we found the Tikanan. More infantry troops on ground battle. And actually more manpower generation is not that bad either. Let's just befriend them. We can do so next turn when we have the technology for it. And in the meantime, we can do these. Actually, that was probably a bad idea because now it's going to be more expensive. Well, we can come back to them. Alright, we did find some Comatite volcanoes. Some dust ruins. That's actually a pretty good one. Eden incense, also a great one. In my opinion, the opinions go apart on this one. Alright, we also need a new hacking operation. And I think we're just gonna hack Taurus here for improving the relations. And yeah, getting this thing here. We might actually want to keep them around for a while, because this will give us more manpower. The thing is, the Umbral Choir can do us a unique action where they just get rid of the system and get the trait. That way nobody can take it over, kinda. Alright, so what should we do here? We got the technology to talk with them. What we definitely need to focus on is cloaking technology. Like this one here, very important. But in order to get there, we also need science. And in addition, we also need to be able to colonize systems for our sanctuaries. So Savannah would be a very great option here. Savannah is this one then, I guess. No, here. That means we just go this way. That's gonna take a while. Also, we should probably then think about this one, because if you read here in the tooltip, also applies for planets on sanctuary systems. If we look at this one here, hey, what's that? Temperate fertile. And also I should probably explain this one here. We can grow populations on this system, and the way to do that is from here create a sanctuary link for populations to Lezath, and then every population that now grows in this system here will go to the other system. And the way this works is, I'm not quite sure, but I think the resources will be transferred to the home system? I'm not quite sure. I think it works that way. Might be wrong. We'll see. Right now we don't have any populations yet, so it doesn't do anything. So that's that. That's not a lot of progress. Oh well. So we did the hacking here. So we can install a transmigration beacon that will cost us a little bit of what's it called? Bandwidth. But now we should technically also get the production bonus here from that system. Yep, plus 50. We just got so much out of that. That was incredible. So with that said, we can probably also queue up this one. Let's get food first. Food is very important, as you can imagine. We can not grow populations on these systems, but we can create them in our home system and make them appear there. That said, we definitely need to build intensive cultivation. This is very important in order to get the food population, the food growth going there. Let's actually queue that up before the science. So that's really, really important. Alright, you got your last probe here, and then we are on our way to the north here, potentially. We did send a probe, and you don't have anything to do here. Let's just send one in this general direction and hope we find something, and then you can come back there. Meaning you go up there. Jadonics. Another thing we need to consider is pirate bases. Pirate bases are going to be very annoying. Having a special system adjacent to our home system is actually really good, because that gives us a buffer zone. If a pirate system would spawn adjacent, we'd have nowhere to hack, because their hack stopping is better than our hacking power. So yeah, we'd really have to get rid of them very fast, which will be difficult in the beginning because of our manpower problems. Oh yeah, we need to hack more. So, there's not really much we can do here, except we can make another sanctuary on Lezath there. And we get our faction quest. Ooh, who are those? Cultic Ma. That's actually very, very good. That's amazing. Thank you, please get me those immediately. That was a very lucky find. So we have sterile on our home system, and I think the upper one is expansion disapproval, either expansion or overcolonization, one of those two, and both are going to be an issue. See here, it's very close already, and the best victory type is expansion, so that was amazing find. Alright, so we now have the option to purge or assimilate a minor faction, which we're kind of already in progress of doing so, or discover 10 more systems, which at this stage is probably difficult because we've run out of space to explore, and we don't have the technology yet to move off the hyperlanes, though we are going towards there. I still think this might happen first, and it gives a more valuable reward. Is there actually some in this constellation? I think not. Actually, yeah, there was in Lesoth. We could even make that our thing for the home system, some production. Yeah, maybe. So you just chill there for a moment and get the remaining curiosities. So this will give us half the thing, and I should probably also invest in this one here. This will decrease the cost of diplomatic actions, including minor civilizations, so the praising and the assist actions will be cheaper. So that's very important. Also, you see this one is pulsing here. It takes a couple of turns until it is fully installed. If we would choose to move there before that time, we'd lose populations, improvements on our home system and so on. So really bad. Do we actually also get the 50 influence from this one? I think not. No, that would be too OP to get that immediately. But yeah, that was a really lucky find, the production here, industry. Kickstarted our economy. So we did the one in Lesoth, so let's also build another thing here. That's Terran, right? Yeah. Not that impressive in my opinion, still beautiful. Jadonics and Hyperion, we're gonna be swimming in a lot of these things, that's nice. And also, oh wow, what a wonder, we are low in manpower. This is gonna haunt us for a very long time in this game. So yeah, you just spend your new probe. That was the last one, right? We have blue probes, yeah, that was the one that I sent from the bottom there. So maybe there's something else in this direction, so I'm gonna keep you here. This one's already on the way down there to the one we don't see yet. And we found Jadonics, even more, that's nice. We're gonna need that. So, next order of business is probably a hack that we can do. Yeah, actually we can. Right now the minor factions aren't active yet for hacking, but that doesn't prevent us from going directly at them. For now I put an encryption on Lesoth. I don't think it's quite necessary as of yet, but we might eventually use that. This looks like a really good start, honestly. The immediate production bonus, yeah, I think that's a very great start. Not much to do right now, just clicking some turns through and through. So we have discovered a collapsing star. That must be over here. That's actually good. That gave us a one place to go to. And I see some borders there. Also, since hacking distances have hacking has a certain distance it can go, another tech we need very soon is the wormhole technology here. So the Umbral Choir is really focused on food and science for the most part, but also on the cloaking technology up here. But for the first part we can basically just ignore any kinds of military technologies, because people simply can't find us. Wow, another asteroid field. It would cost us probably about 20 bandwidth to install another transmigration beacon, and I'm not sure it's gonna be worth it all that much. Having one just to be ready for moving is always great, and I'm not sure whether a second one would be really worth it. Let's send a probe there and go the other way. And we can now do Mediterranean. Not quite what we need right now, but you know, it's always nice to have. And our hero leveled up, so what do we get you? This is obviously quite useless for now. We could get some more bandwidth, it's always nice, or some more science. Dust. This would be 10 for now, and will be increasing as we unlock more of these crescents. I think bandwidth is probably more useful in the beginning, so let's do that. Because we only have 59 here. Not all that much. You're right, in one turn a hack completes. What is in this one here? This is science? No, that's per population. That's not that great for us, honestly. Oh, that's quite a big system, actually. So, one probe down this way, and you go here and do the curiosities. We got the cyber farms, this is great. And the Cultigma are already cordial with us. Nice. So that was probably also the hack for the Cultigma, and we just improve our image. Oh no, that was Kuma, right, that I don't remember how they were called. But now transmigration beacon down here. Not transmigration, a sanctuary is what I meant. And you here, you definitely need to do some scouting. And I guess then you can maybe do this curiosity, and then, no, actually you can just go there already. We might go to this system there. This is actually quite a small constellation. I also like that the galaxy type is a bit more accessible than the last one. I did like it, but you know, it can be tedious. Alright, so we have 3 populations. That means we now have one on this here, on the sanctuary. As you can see, we have one here providing us some of these resources. What I do currently not remember is whether we get that in the home system or not. 12 from Sanctuary, yes, we do get them here. So that's nice. Everything we produce there is gonna go back to this one, meaning, especially since we have 2 fertile planets, big fertile planets, we want to put all the population here as soon as possible and spam it there. So in order to get our growth going in our home system. It's really looking like a perfect start, honestly. No empires close by, so far no pirates, though that can change very soon. Actually, potentially here. This would be sad if Gemini would be taken over. Wow, that's a lot of curiosities. That means we got also the quest here to get curiosities, I guess, right? Blue cap. Psychoactive air, that's alright. Some titanium enhancers. Ooh, that comes in nicely with what I've planned for the Umbral Choir. Ooh, deserted cities is awesome. Influential battle tactic will give us influence for command points destroyed. Not that great. How many science points are we creating? I think we can do this for a technology in 20 turns. Sure. Yeah, this is going really fine. Can't complain. So I really shouldn't botch this. Yeah, as expected, Azelos is now host of a pirate system. But that shouldn't be a big deal anymore because we already have a good network established. The only thing we would probably need is a backdoor on Taurus that would help us. And that's something we could actually do right now. Get a backdoor there and then... I think I'm gonna do that. Get a backdoor. I initially wanted to just push the... what's it called? Oh, that's way too long. Push the opinion. So maybe let's do something like this. That should work. I don't want to go through the pirates, that's dangerous. Can I put a defensive one on this one? No, I cannot. That's alright. So I'm cordial also with the Cultigma over here. And these guys are already mine. Let's assist them. You want curiosity searching. You know, I'm somewhat of an expert in that. I already searched way too many, maybe it's not so easy anymore. But yeah, that's going really well. A neutron star, that was probably this one. So yeah, nothing too interesting there. You move. And you do curiosities. That's what we were asked to after all. So if one more here, then at least one here in Bellatrix. Yep, so we have 3 in total that we can do right now. And I'm sure we're gonna find some more rather soon. And that was Blue Cap. Alright, so how many luxuries do we actually have? We are producing Jadonics, that's nice. So getting the second tier here might actually also be beneficial, and I definitely also want to pick up industrial refrains there. Is that how you say that in English? I know how to spell it in French, but that's kind of probably not that important here. We don't really have luxuries on our home system, right? No. Right. So probably more planet types then, I guess. What do we have here? We have gas, not important. Desert, also not so cool. Ash is nice. Bellatrix, I mean, that's a cool thing about the Umbral Choir. Even a one-planet system is still useful. It will go to our cap, sure, but it will still be useful. Apart from that, what's here? Lava, alright. So maybe not planet types then, we kinda don't really have anywhere to go, because these ones are not that important. We don't really have anything to grow yet. Maybe it is then just food. Or maybe we can already work towards the cloaking here. Or more science. More science is also always great. That would be... This one's definitely more science. This one's also more science. Let's see how it develops. We already have something queued up, so that's fine. So you do your last curiosity here. And then go back to Bellatrix to finish up. So the pirates will rather soon gain the ability to detect cloaked fleets, so we need to be ready for at least that, to deal with some pirates. And we could also invest in some basic ships, you know. Though, maybe I can use those guys? Do you have attack modules? Ha, never mind. No attack modules there. Some titanium found and a technology. So now we have more curiosities available to scan, which is nice. Do we have any? Yes, actually in Lesath and in our home system. I want to rename that. I mean, in a multiplayer, I can actually not rename that. That's sad. So I will just have to call it home system then. Sorry about that. Alright. Let's continue. They have the long-range missiles as usually. So from there I will then send a probe towards this direction and then probably also fly over there, because a minor faction might be also important at this stage. Also, I should definitely invest in these guys for the manpower gains that we have. Yeah, it's basically more than half of the manpower comes from them. Alright, the guys on Kuma are very far already in the approval thing here. And this one will complete rather soon as well, so that's not really a big deal. Neutral hackers are active, so now we have to be careful. We are not going against the pirates right now, so it's not a big deal. As of now, it doesn't really influence us at all. So still, everything is alright. So you do your curiosity scan here and go over here. What was that? Mineral rich, what's that? Send a fleet to the quest marker. Okay, for quite a lot of titanium, that's nice. And you guys, you just stay there, and I send out a little bit of more towards general directions. I don't think we will be able to see more there, but down here we might. And then you just stay there until we discovered the system. And yeah, we keep going. So in one turn we will have the Gemini system. Wow, that was fast from somebody there. We were doing great. We have 1, 2, 3 soon. And okay, that was to be expected. Pacifist and scientist. That's like the most normal setup for a Umbral Choir government. Also, we finished their technology and need to pick a new one. So, I do want to get system developments. They are quite important, and I think we probably should go for that. Also, we're not going to be trading. They just have a lot of malices for trading. But we do go for the marketplace for sure. Question is, what else? I guess this would not be bad. Although it's just 25 for starters. I mean, we will eventually need ash colonization. But we could also invest in buyout. Yeah, let's do that. Those two. Then we get the economic thing. After that, we should probably focus on our first military stuff. Just so we can deal with pirates. And I'm totally going to probably use this one then. I mean, we don't really have ways to make a lot of manpower, so having an action that gives us manpower might be useful. Although I'm not sure we're ever going to use that. So, right, nothing special for now. You have arrived, you can now scan your thing. And hopefully do the quests. Why did we get this? What are those shadows? I think this animation is the same for all factions, so I don't quite know what the shadows are. Oh yeah, but that totally did the quest. So you get over there, do the last curiosity, and you guys, you go to the pirates. You are short range. You're actually countering the pirates quite well. That's nice. The Ash Planet here has another curiosity, and for the rest, nothing on Kuma. Nothing on Azelos, nothing on Taurus. Also, we have not found any systems up here. That doesn't mean there isn't any, but we just haven't found any. So you go over here, I guess. I could go fetch the titanium though. Let's do that. So yeah, that was the quest we just finished. That's our faction quest. And we got 30 Gidonics, which is nice because that's the one I plan to use anyway in our system development. So now we also have the Celtic Ma... this one. Trait, which is great. So, looking at the symbols there, this must be overpopulation on systems, not over-colonialization. The other one would have been better, but I can't be choosers. This is really a great thing nevertheless. Alright, so Lezoth got some dust and some more dust and a quest. Or just some more vision range on the ship. That's also fine. So you go grab yourself the titanium, right? No, you go to the pirates. You grab yourself the titanium and then you continue. So this one should be visible in one turn, then we can send him another way. Yeah, there goes all our manpower. That's quite a lot. Ooh, the Mavros, I like those guys. Less ship build cost is not that very important for us, but it's still always good to get them, you know. So maybe go there first, do some curiosity scanning. Right, we found the Mavros, nothing special, and we have now a sanctuary on Gemini. And we want it... doesn't really matter all that much. Luxuries don't really matter. Let's get this one for the titanium. So we're totally gonna repeat that hack in order to get the other planet there. Because opposed to other empires, we can't just, once we have a system, get the other planets colonized. We have to do another hack. So we just do this one again. We can't accelerate it yet, unfortunately. And right, the other hack is currently going to... Where's the other hack going? Taurus and Gemini. Where's Taurus? Oh, here. It's funny that it doesn't show us. Ah, there we go. I must have accidentally clicked it then. So, produce influence per turn. For a thing that... Oh, that just gives us influence for having fleets that are cloaked. I don't know whether this is really that useful. But we're gonna have this anyway. So this is costing us how much? Alright. Do I see this anywhere? Minus 3.2 from law upkeep. That's nothing. So we can keep this running for sure. How happy are we? 64. We have... Do we see how many negatives here? Minus 4. So we can still keep it. The threshold is at 70. And this is minus 2 per pop. So will not get us there yet. We also have already 2 pops on the ocean world here, which is nice. And now the pop growth should start going really fast since we got the improvement there for more food. Yes, that's what we like to see. Also, this one is really important. Maybe let's push that first. Because as of right now, we have 2 planets that are fertile and temperate. Plus, we have one that's just... actually, it has nothing, but it's still a planet. So this is 60, 70, plus this one is another 10, 80 of production. And that's quite a thing. That's basically doubling our income. Same goes then afterwards for science. And we might actually also then invest in supermarkets there. And we found... No, actually, we are now the guys, right, for the Tikanan. What do you guys want? Destroy a mercenary fleet for some titanium and obtaining them. I'm not sure whether we want that really. So maybe I should just continue praising them, which I think I'm already doing anyway. I can use this action here to get some manpower for a little bit of luxury resource, but I don't think it's that necessary as of right now. Because we get passive gains anyway. So yeah, still what's it called? Bandwidth. Bandwidth is important. So the transmigration beam has been fully installed, so we can now at any time move there to relocate, and we would just get half the... What's it called? I always forget the bandwidth name. We only get half the bandwidth for a duration. Ooh, Kalgaros, nice. This could potentially be useful for the later tiers, so let's also throw some in there. It's usually good to praise them 3 times, 2 or 3 times, depending on whether you get a free one for discovering them. So that was the 30 free titanium, and now it wants us to look for the curiosity, which probably spawns a pirate ship if I remember correctly. Potentially. But it's alright, we're cloaked, so that doesn't matter. Now it just wants us to kill the pirate ship, but we don't care. Oh, this would be 50 Hyperium though. Not that we really need it all that much. But still, it's nice to have, and free resources. Nobody should say no to free resources. So, let's send one more curiosity, no, one more probe this direction to see there what's next to Bethel. And one down here to see what's down there. And then we go to the Mavros to say hi. And to scan their curiosities. We definitely need to get over here as soon as we can. Preferably here on Bethel, as long as it's still uncolonized. Because that's gonna be way easier to do. And as soon as we have one available, we'll start one from Taurus. I think this distance is short enough so that we can do that. Sure, discover something is always nice. Behemoth Song. I like that one, it's just a big song playing on the whole planet. Alright. Things are still going great. We don't even need to worry about any pirates here. We found a lot of free systems. Things honestly couldn't look worse. Couldn't look better, I'm sorry. Of course they could look worse. Yeah, definitely the ravaged scam coups. I can English today. Very English. We found some collapsing stars. There's a lot of special nodes here. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus hours. Plus over here too. It's crazy. So you just do some curiosity scanning here. That's a lot of curiosities. So you're gonna have to stay here for a while. Blue cap mold. So in one turn, the marketplace finishes, which means we might get a hero, an early one. Although I'm not sure what we would get it for. No, actually we can't do that. That's for later tiers anyway. So yeah, then we have the marketplace that we have a marketplace. That's also always nice. And I think with that, we are gonna end this here. Come back next time where hopefully we're gonna be expanding like crazy towards the next constellation here. And generally come back to some more Umbral Choir and Endless Space fun. With that, have a very good time and goodbye.